Korean global electronics company supports refugee youth education in Kenya. Samsung Electronics donated 1,000 Galaxy Tab computer tablets to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR. They will be distributed at schools and community centers at 15 locations in Kakuma and Dadaab refugee camps in Kenya. The sites host over 436,000 refugees and asylum seekers, of which approximately 40% are school-aged children. All those schools reopened in January this year after months of a pandemic-related lockdown. Basic supplies like books and stationery still remain out of reach for the young refugee students. Our appreciation, Samsung Electronics and UNHCR, for your kind efforts to help these underprivileged students in Kenya. May all displaced children have proper access to education and soon find permanent dwellings in God's grace.
Israeli study reveals higher body mass index increases likelihood of COVID-19 infection. Haim Sheba Medical Center in Israel has found that people with a higher than average body mass index are more likely to contract COVID-19, and the threat of infection rises in proportion to the increase in one's body mass index. The study tested 26,030 persons, finding 1,178 positive COVID-19 cases. Those in the overweight category with a body mass index or BMI between 25 and 29.9 had a 22% higher chance of catching the virus. The obese had a 27% increased likelihood, while the morbidly obese had an 86% greater risk. Thank you, Haim Sheba Medical Center, for highlighting the effect of body mass index on the probability of contracting COVID-19. May all people switch to the health-improving vegan diet to ensure that their chances of a long and healthy life are maximized in the love of heaven.
Study finds that whole plant-based foods protect against two leading causes of death in United States. A recent study by Dr. Kim Williams Sr., Chief of Cardiology at Rush University Medical Center, USA, and others found that a whole food plant-based diet can help manage and improve or even reverse the major risk factors that increase the threat that someone will have worse outcomes or lose their life due to heart disease or COVID-19. These factors include high cholesterol, obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Heart disease is the top cause of mortality in the nation, with COVID currently being second, and having the former increases the chances of contracting the latter. Our gratitude, Dr. Kim Williams Sr. and all involved, for your timely study on the life-saving benefits of vegan food. In God's grace, may many hear your message of truth and quickly switch to whole food plant-based eating.
British company turns marine rubbish into footwear. Ocean Refresh, a 100% vegan recyclable footwear startup in the United Kingdom, works with non-governmental organizations or NGOs to arrange beach cleanups in Brazil, with the company turning the plastic portion of the collected waste into flip-flops. Founded in Brazil in 2019 by Brazil-born Bernardo Pedroso, who now lives in the UK, Ocean Refresh's goal is to purge our oceans of plastic. The company uses 1 kilogram of ocean plastic waste that includes up to 24 single-use bottles to make 1 pair of flip-flops. Moreover, customers can send the enterprise their old flip-flops to be recycled into new ones through its 360-degree program. Bravo, Bernardo Pedroso and Ocean Refresh, for your conservation of our oceans and love for our marine life. In the wisdom of the providence, may our world choose 100% eco-based vegan products to save our beautiful planet.
Veteran starts mission to save 50,000 dogs. Chico's Promise, a compelling true superhero military dog story told through the canine's perspective, was written by Mike Monahan from Cincinnati, Ohio, United States. Mr. Monahan said goodbye to Chico, his scout dog companion, 51 years ago when his tour of duty in Olac, also known as Vietnam, ended. Chico saved many people, including Mike, but was left behind and needlessly euthanized a year later. To commemorate the 50th anniversary of Chico and all the 4,500 American dogs who served in Olac or Vietnam, a portion of the proceeds from the book will be used to pay for the adoption fees of 50,000 canines at no-kill shelters in the US. Our thanks, Mike Monahan, for your devotion to honoring selfless Chico. May our loving canine friends always be cherished as they continue to shower us with their many gifts of love in divine radiance.
Swiss multinational food company Nestle introduces new plant milk. Nestle recently launched a carbon-neutral pea milk called Wonder, made from yellow peas, which are one of the most nutrient-dense and sustainable crops on the planet. High in protein, calcium and fiber, 3 flavors of the delectable vegan milk will be available: unsweetened, original and chocolate. The beverage will be initially sold in France, the Netherlands and Portugal, with other markets in Europe to follow. The release of the new product comes as the company moves to continue increasing its plant-based offerings as well as seeks to produce a zero environmental impact from its operations by 2030. Such gladdening news, Nestle, on your noble endeavor to protect the environment while nourishing the people of the world. May your goal soon be realized as you continue to offer more environmentally friendly plant-based foods.
China returns rescued Siberian tiger back to nature. China has successfully saved the male Siberian tiger and released him into the wild in Heilongjiang Province's Changbai Mountain in northeast China. In April 2021, the tiger, who was found wandering in a village, was rescued and transferred to the China Hengdao Herds Feline Breeding Center. Weighing approximately 225 kilograms, he was assessed to be 2 to 3 years old and in good health. He was later returned to his natural habitat with a satellite tracking collar to monitor his movements and health status. According to the National Forestry and Grassland Administration of China, this is the country's first time to rescue and release a Siberian tiger, a rare species that is on the nation's first-class protection list. China is a Shining World Leadership Award for Wise Governance recipient and a laureate of 6 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection, Environmental Protection, Wildlife Protection, and Compassionate Protection. Kudos, China! May we always safeguard the lives and well-being of our precious animal co-inhabitants in heaven's abiding care.